Yo, are we live now? Finally! Oh my days. Finally. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. I was sat on stream for 4 minutes, and no one had said hi, and I was like, are we even live? Like, what's going on? And then it just wasn't live. Like, there was a 4-minute delay on the old stream, so the one you guys were just on, there was a 4-minute delay. I don't know why. So I shut it down, tried to open up the new one, and that just didn't go live for some reason. So I had to restart the app completely and then join back up. So really sorry about that, guys, but we're here now. We are here now. This happened yesterday as well. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. But we are live. We are here. We are live. News in 15 minutes. Yeah, we have news in 15 minutes as well, so that's annoying. But what you guys can see right under here is financial juice. So what's going on right now is we've got a speech in, I think it's in Europe somewhere, with the Gov Ueda, I think his name is. He's like the Japanese bank governor. Then there's Gov Bailey, who's the UK or England's bank governor. And then there's obviously Jerome Powell is there as well. So all three of those things are there at the moment. All three of those people are there at the moment, having a speech, talking to each other or talking about something. So all this stuff here is like the latest things, right? So keep your eyes on that, especially the red stuff. It's the latest stuff, which won't be here every stream. It's just here today because we've got all those speeches going on. But let's get some hellos in the chat, guys. Let's see who's here today. Let's get some hellos in the chat. Say hello if you're here. If you can hear me, say hello. Let's see who's here today. As I said as well, we have a big announcement to make at the end of this stream, so make sure you stay tuned. Pretty cool. I think you guys will like it. Hey Bilk, Patricia, Glyn, Mo, Charlie, Terry, Usanda. Curtis, what's good, man? Hey man, hey Dave, hey Harry, Rodrigo, XYZ, Daniel. Can go for buy on GJ. We could. It's not that good of a setup. I don't really like it, and we have news in 15 minutes. Hey, Amit, Daniel, Kev, big fan from South Africa. Hey man, how's it going? There we are. We're underway. We are well and truly underway. We're back now. I don't know what the fuck was going on before, so I do apologise for that. It shouldn't happen again. I'm going to work on fixing that on my burner account. But yeah, we're here now. Jerome Powell's just said the solid majority at the Fed expect rate cuts later this year. So that's why we've got that. How big is that? Is that readable? Is it readable? Let's just see. Just seeing that 20-second live stream I did before. Hey Suresh. But yeah, we're here. We are here. Like up the stream if you haven't already, guys. You know, hate to ask, it's the YouTube business. But you see how that's just messed the markets up so drastically? Like, he's just said that, and look what's just happened to GJ. So you got to be careful here, I think. You know, we got news as well in 15 minutes. In 10 minutes. Something like that, I think. Right? Let's just have a quick look. So in 10 minutes, we do have ISM, manufacturing PMI, and JOLTS job openings. Though it looks like the PMI has been released early for some reason. Oh, this is the S&P one. Fed Powell, Jerome Powell's just said, I can't say if July is too soon to cut rates. I wouldn't take any meeting off table. It depends on the data. So he hasn't written it off. Very neutral response. But obviously people are going to assume the worst based on that. So that's probably what caused that. Good idea with it under your can. Cheers, mate. I think it's pretty cool. I think is it readable? Can you read it properly? No, I think yeah, it's a little bit small, but you can see it just about. Perfect. So yeah, we are well and truly underway. As I said, we do have a big announcement to make at the end of this stream, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We caught a nice win yesterday, which was pretty cool. Got a nice win on GJ yesterday. I think I've shown you guys that already. You know, it was a pretty 10-minute trade. It's on the 5-minute time frame. It was in it for 10 minutes, so that's pretty quick. There's 2 candles. So that's pretty cool. But we are looking for trades today. I think we were looking at gold. You know, as you can see by this drawing right here, we were looking at gold. We were looking at a nice little accumulation, manipulate up, distribute down. Seems like we've just shot up. Technically had a manipulation. I wouldn't really class that one as one though, but we've reversed and then gone down to this target here. So if we got the IFVG, it would have been a good trade, but obviously we didn't, so we haven't took the trade. But the target would have been this 1 hour fair value gap right here. So yeah. There's also obviously stuff going on with the tax bill, isn't there? A lot of stuff going on in America with the tax bill and Trump and the tax bill and stuff. He wants it done today. He wants it done by July 4th. So it's pretty big day today. Pretty big day today. So we've got to be really careful. After we've got this news release in 8 minutes, we can properly start to look for a trade. But I think we need to start looking at a setup we can like eye up, you know what I mean? USD/JPY was pretty good. I think someone in the private Discord caught this today. They've seen obviously this accumulation right here, manipulate down and then distribute up with that IFVG for the entry. That's a pretty nice trade. Someone caught that. But I mean, other than that, there's been no like bangers today. So far, we're looking to catch it though. Now I think we need to see something. CAD Swiss franc is going to be a bad one, even though we've had a clear accumulation here. It's going to be bad. It's going to be a bad trade to take because it's obviously a Canadian bank holiday. So we're going to have to, you know, chill with that one. But do we know when the speeches finish? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think there's a time anywhere. US short-term interest rate futures rise after Jerome Powell says he can't say if July is too soon for a rate cut. Yeah, I'm not sure when it will finish. I think we can watch it. We can watch it. If you guys want to watch it, let me know. I can just put it as like an extra thing up here whilst we look at the chart still. If you guys want to see that, let me know. And I'll just put it on there now. We can watch it. We see gradual cooling in the labour market. We'll see that soon. So we got 5 minutes until the news release. Doesn't look like anyone wants to see the speech on the side here, so we'll leave that. I think we'll see the updates anyway. Like Jerome Powell's just said, growth has been solid and the labour market is solid as well. But yeah, there's not really much to keep our eyes on. I think maybe USD Swiss franc, but even that's took a while. If it versus these two, nah, I wouldn't. We got a little head and shoulder pattern here as well. Guys, can you explain how you identify bias? Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I've done a YouTube video on this as well, which I'll be releasing soon, but the first step is always just use the daily. So go onto the daily, look for the liquidity and the fair value gaps. If we go to a fresh one down here, it'll probably be a bit easier to show you. So for example, we'll go back to like Monday, before we've seen anything. So we were like right here, we've seen that all this liquidity had been took out over here. And then where's the nearest fair value gaps? There's one like right here, okay? So there's an unmitigated fair value gap and this liquidity took out. So we had a bearish bias on the daily and on the 4 hour as well. On the 4 hour, there's this fair value gap here, and there's also liquidity right here. And if you look at things in chronological order, what has happened is price respected this and then took the highs, so it was bearish on the 4 hour as well. Now there's no real target here, unfortunately, but we were bearish on both pairs there. On both time frames. So that's how I would have my bias. Then I'd go down to the 5 and look for my bias. Like, let me show you today's bias, for example. Today's bias. So on GJ today, we've obviously come back to that fair value gap, which we were targeting on Monday. So now we're bullish, right? Targeting these highs over here. The 4 hour, also, it has took out all these lows down here. And then pushed up. So it's bullish as well. It's took these lows, needs to come back to this fair value gap, so that's bullish. The daily's bullish. That's how I find my bias. So we just go on the daily, look at the most recent liquidity and fair value gaps, go on the 4 hour, do the same thing, and then just come to a conclusion from that. We've just got the news release there, guys. You can see the reaction to it on GJ, which is quite big. If we go to the Get the DXY up. You can see that's quite. This is the speech kicking in here. This is the speech. So this is shooting up now, but now we can start to look for a trade here. We've had the ISM release. We've got the speeches going on, but we can start to look for a trade now. We have been consolidating the entire time as well, like up until that news was released, we were consolidating. So, I mean, you know, we can start looking for that now. Sorry about that, guys. I had to deal with something that quick, but we're back now. Full energy. My bad about that. So, where were we? What about EJ for sells? Could you take a look? Euro JPY. I mean, there's not much here at the moment. There's not much here at all. We've respected this. Excuse me. Then took out the highs. Is that the way that that's gone? We don't even know. Euro CAD. Euro CAD could be the move because Euro will be a lot stronger, so we'll just go off the back of that. Euro CAD. Nah, it's still a little bit messy anyway. This 1 hour has no bottom wick on GJ. Should expect this to flip. This is like a 1 hour, a 30, a 15, and a 5. Should expect this to flip. Unfortunately, there's no entry to get that with though. You know what I mean? Like, I was hoping we could kind of find an entry because we had to flip here. I was hoping maybe we could get an entry that kind of gives us like that as a target, but we can't. So, unfortunately. What made you choose AMD as a strat when you started trading? I don't know. I think it's just kind of like, it just kind of clicked for me and it just suits me best. Like, that's what I would say with those kind of strategies is you kind of have to find one that suits you best. Like, for me, AMD, when I just started seeing it and it was then I just picked it up from there and just started seeing it continuously. Like, it was just easy for me to see it. I think it might just be something to do with like autism or something. I don't know, like, you know, pattern recognition, like, because it was easy for me to pick up this. So like when I started using it, I was like, whoa, I can see this everywhere already. And then just kind of started going from there and started refining it from there. So I did use strategies before that. So it's not like luck of the draw that I just kind of miraculously picked one strategy and it happened to be AMD. I had tried things before that, and then eventually I found AMD and picked that. Your stim is AMD. But yeah, that's why I chose this. Oh my days! Everything is just going wrong today. Is my camera overheated? It's fucking overheated. For fuck's sake. This is so annoying. We've got a fix though. We've got a fix. We have a fix. We have a fix. Don't worry guys, we've got a fix. Let me just get it out. It's gonna be hard to take a trade though. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, do not leave. Do not leave. It has been fixed. Right. Oh. It has been fixed, apparently. Yeah, this is weird. This is really weird. Let me need to replace this as soon as possible. But yeah, that's about normal, that, isn't it? Looks like you're looking at me through the window or something. Address leak. Don't know if Merlin's watching, so here we are. There we go. Okay. Solution. This is a pretty cool solution. I feel like the camera quality is a little bit smoother. But we are back. Right, so are you trading tomorrow and Thursday with NFP? Yes, I will. I don't know if I'll be taking a trade, but I will be trading like with it. AMTism. Should I enter GBPJPY for a buy? No. Check out GU. I mean, it looks alright. There's no like solid consolidation that's like, you know, beautiful, but like something like this would be nicer. G card. USD CAD looks alright, but it is a Canadian bank holiday, so the spread's going to be probably a little bit worse. Check out GU downwards. much else that I'm seeing. Gold maybe is just kind of consolidating now. What's Jerome Powell been saying? So Gov Bailey said fragmentation bad for activity in the world economy. Jerome Powell, 2025 is clearly an important year. September start to rate cuts. So rate cuts in September is seen as most likely. A 21% chance for July. Is anyone seeing anything? I'm not really seeing any setups anywhere. This is so annoying. I can't believe this keeps overheating. This was £800 altogether. Would you believe? And it fucking overheats. To be fair, I have been using it every day since I got it. Yeah, GU is the only one that like looks barely acceptable or something. Like everything else is just looks exactly the same. Like GJ and gold look really similar. Eurocad still hasn't inversed that. Euro GBP for sells, maybe if we get a manipulation up. Oh yeah, this is, oh wow, yeah, this is a really nice consolidation. What's the bias on this though? Is it, okay, so that's bearish. The 4 hour, bearish as well. No bottom wick on the 4 hour, or no, a really small one, so it's not really. And then, okay, so yeah, we'd need a manipulation up. Something like this. Is there any targets for that manipulation? Or are we at like all-time highs or something? Okay, so like multi-year. I don't know. Yeah, there's not really much to target in terms of like looking for the reversal other than like over here. So we need a push up, taking out this high, forming a fair value gap outside of this yellow box, and then inverse it in like one candle. Hopefully that would be the best bet, I think. Like up the stream if you haven't already, guys. Let's have a look at GU. Bearish. So it's took the highs after tapping into this for like up here. Took the highs, the 4 hour. Took the highs as well, right? 4 hour took highs as well. No target, so we use the 1 hour. 1 hour's took lows. I would say this is kind of bearish. Yeah, it's the 1 hour's bullish, but the 4 hour and daily are both bearish. EU in a weekly fair value gap also. Oh yeah. That's from a while ago though. Oh, that's pretty irrelevant to me. I think it's just liquidity that would make it bearish more than anything. Where were we? Euro GBP. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what this gives us. Both of these like currencies, like the banks related to both of these currencies, the governors for both of them are both speaking at the same time right now. Jerome Powell, nothing has changed concerning swap lines. Gov Bailey, we must get back to a multilateral process. No idea what that means, but I'm going to act like I do. So this 5 and 15 has no bottom wick, which is annoying. But, I mean, if it pushes up, it's not really any of our concern. So this red line is exactly what we want to see. We can't really see anything less than that. We can't form a fair value gap like here. We got to form one like right here. This is where I want it. Or like at the lowest, like right here. Push up, take the highs out, then come straight back through and inverse that. If we were to take this trade, hypothetically, the stop loss would be above the high that we leave behind, and the take profit would be at the bottom of this down here. You could go all the way down here if you want to and get like a 3.2R. I'm pretty happy with this. And what would this be? This would be 0.9. Is there any fair value gaps on the way up that we need to be concerned of? There is a 30, there is a 1 hour as well. So we'd probably try and go break even or take partials at this 1 hour fair value gap here, which would probably be like, I think about a 0.1. 1 point, yeah. Euro USD setup. What's the bias on EU? It's bearish, isn't it? Yeah, it's bearish. I'm not taking that. Euro GBPJPY. I mean, that as a target is fine. You can target that if you want. That's probably where I'll take partials and move to break even. Euro JPY, I'm leaving that one. I'm just focused on Euro GBP here. I'm just focused on this at the moment. Yeah, like up the stream if you haven't already, guys. Let's get to like 30 likes. Obviously, as I said, we've got a big announcement to make at the end of this stream, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Alright then, this looks like it's trying to push up. This could be the first candle off a fair value gap. Bitcoin setup. Nah, I'm not. Maybe on the 15. To be fair, yeah. What's the bias though? Is it still bearish? Bullish. Oh, that's the weekly. Bullish, yeah, it's still bullish. The 4 hour, the daily is bullish, the 4 hours bullish. So we're not going to take that trade. I think this is the one I want to focus on at the moment. Euro GBP. We want this candle to be like the expansion candle, the second candle of the fair value gap. So I want to push up here, just a strong push up, leave behind a gap, like a decent gap in between this first candle, you know, and then like up here or something. That would be pretty nice. And then to be fair, like back to what you were saying, Elizabeth, if we do end up doing something like this, you know, realistically, this would be like 1.5. We could just target the 1 hour fair value gap because that does need hitting. That does need hitting. Senators are called to the Senate floor as the tax bill nears the final vote. Jerome Powell said the US federal fiscal path is not a sustainable one. The level of debt is sustainable, but the path is not. Now, on the Fear and Greed Index, we are 66 out of 100, which means we are quite greedy. And the same on crypto, the same on Bitcoin. It's gone up a lot since last month. Last month we were 56. This month we're, like right now, we are 64. This looks pretty cool as well. Hopefully we can hold on to this for the next 3 minutes. If we can lock this in, we could be in the trade in like the next, 10 minutes? I have a bigger 1 hour further down. Oh, I mean... Oh shit, sorry, I misread that. My bad. That's my mistake, I misread that. Even still, you could still just target up here, like these lows of the accumulation for 1.3. But yeah, I misread that, my bad. I'm quite happy with that smart thinking, you know, when the camera fucking died on us again. Bro, Bitcoin is bearish, the 4 hour and 1 hour. Is the 4 hour bearish? I mean, the 4 hours took lows here, so it would be bullish. We've got nowhere to retrace to, so we could use the 1 hour. The 1 hour technically has, yes, inversed this for like, and then took these highs. So it's pretty mixed, to be honest. The 1 hour is bearish though. But there's not even a setup here anyway. Right, so 1 minute, we took these highs, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. If we can also, 1 minute and 30 seconds left, if we can also hold on to this for the next candle, that'd be pretty cool. USD CAD looks decent. I was looking at this before. It looks alright. I think this is the one I'm going to be waiting for though. I'm focusing mainly on Euro GBP. Wow, quite a strong retracement there. Let's see how the next 30 seconds go. Looking for a bit more of a push up. I want a bigger gap because the next 5 minute could have a bit of volatility behind it as well, and I don't want to invalidate this gap by doing that. Yes. Perfect. What are the odds of that, by the way? These two red lines I drew way before this candle had finished. It's exactly where the fair value gap has formed. I'm just to go. Bro, the 4 hour of Euro USD, it's bearish. Yeah. That's a sign. It is a sign that I'm the greatest trader ever to exist. You guys are seeing it all live. See if we can do this now. All we need to do is just hold the line. Just hold the line on this candle. And then, for fuck's sake, 1 minute in and we've already invalidated it. One minute in, already invalidated it. Ends off the one minute odds on. I would do odds on, but there's like a 20-second delay, so fuck that. One minute IFG. To be fair, could get a little bit fiendish. What's the words? But I mean, do that 1.7. Send it. Nah, fuck that. I'm not getting peer pressured into taking a trade, but it does look quite good. It does look quite good. Does look quite good because we got a little AMD here, you know what I mean? Using these lows as a target isn't that unrealistic. Taking the highs as well. Fuck, I really want to take this trade. To be fair, we haven't even inversed it properly. If you look at this, that's a technical close, and then we came back inside it. It was looking good, but we just completely flipped, so it's not even a valid setup anyway. This candle could give us that though, but I mean, I'm not going to take it. We can track it, we'll see how it plays out. I'm not going to take it. It does look good though, you can take it if you want to. I just don't like this little dance that we've done here, to be honest with you. But you can take it if you want to. I'm not going to though. I'm not going to. You know, it's one of the reasons I don't want to is it's more about the psychology behind why I'd be taking it as well. Like, we looked for this, we wanted this, we didn't get this, so then going to the 1 minute, it's kind of like fiending for it, you know, just like a bit of a baghead, like needing to take a trade, which isn't my style really. I mean, if you look at how many candles it took to inverse it with this for lag up right here, it took like 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fourth and fifth candle, these two were technical closes. You know, if we draw this out properly, technical closes. So I just didn't like that. We could end up getting a good entry on the 5 still though. Like, it is kind of still accumulating. We'll see how that goes. But I mean, you know. That's partly the reason I didn't want to take the trade, for the psychology behind it. Excuse me. Equal highs? Yeah. Not my seeing. Just joined in. My stop loss is at 22750. I'll trade it for an answer. Shut up, Louis. Two two seven five zero. Fuck off, guys. If I took this and it lost, you know, I would say shouldn't have rushed into that. You know, canting for it. Should have sent it. Did you guys take it? Did you guys take it? Shut up then. I'll save it for you. Yeah, I mean that's a good play not to have took this trade, to be honest. It's a good play to not took this trade. Dan took it. I mean, like as I said, it's more about the psychology behind it. I didn't want to just be rushing into it and just kind of forcing a trade, because that's not really a good habit to get into. And also these little things, this little bit threw me off a little bit. And there's equal highs on the 1 minute here as well, which is against us. Like that should be against us. There's a beggy time frame unless it's gold. I mean, gold on the 1 minute. There are some bangers, but you know, we can make you suicidal. I think there was one day a few months ago when I took I think it was live as well actually. We took a trade on gold on the 1 minute, lost it in 30 seconds, and then re-entered because we got the setup again, and then lost again in 30 seconds. I really wanted to fucking kill myself. Not actually, just for anyone out there who thinks I actually wanted to kill myself. I didn't. It was a joke. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the cause of death for some people, trading the 1 minute time frame on gold. I remember that day well. Is anyone seeing anything else then? Any other trades anywhere? Like, I'm not really... I don't think there's much else. Bad trade. It definitely was a bad trade. Very happy I didn't take it. EJ on the 15. I mean, yeah, kind of. The accumulation's a little bit messy. I've got a clear one here though. So all we'd really be doing is trading the 5-minute AMD with a 15 IFVG, which is fine, I guess. What do you think about gold? We'll have a look at that in a sec. I'm not... Thanks for the funded account. Anyways, man. It's all good. Tell you what though, there's been a lot of people, since I started doing more giveaways, there's been a lot of people just pretending to be one of the winners. But fortunately, I know the real Emmy. So, and Melvin. And Blake, if you're watching this, Blake, you still need to message me. USDJPY is flying. What chart are you looking at? Violated me, heard my name. Even fucking Merlin's getting confused between Merlin and Melvin. Right. So that would have won. We didn't take it because we didn't want to rush into it. I mean, with the entry as well, it would have only been 1R. Unless we targeted further down. Oh. Fair dues. EJ, I think someone said EJ before, didn't he? What would you say bias for EJ is you guys to enter the trade? I don't know. I don't really like the fact that, because usually I want the IFEG and the AMD to be on the same time frame. Working down, it's weird. Like if we were on the 15 minute and seeing a 15 minute AMD with a 5 minute IFEG for the entry, that would be lower probability, I think, right? But considering we've got a 15 minute IFEG and a 5 minute AMD, it could play out, but again, it doesn't really fit the plan, so I don't really know what to do here. And when you don't know what to do, I think the best thing is to do nothing. But I think if we did take this trade, it would be like something like this. We still have 5 minutes to decide anyway, but I don't think it's worth taking because I don't know what the best thing to do would be here other than nothing, because it doesn't really fit the plan. You can't really Oh wow. I think we need a stable coin framework and we are making progress. That probably shot crypto up, right? Down? That doesn't make any sense to me. We're not even getting an entry on here. If it goes like all the way down here, it's not going to be worth it at all. But like up the stream, guys. We got a big announcement coming at the end of the stream. But I don't really think you guys are hyped enough for it. Like, as good as it is, I don't think the hype is valid for it. I think we need more hype than this. I don't think the hype is there. Let's see how this candle closes. We could take it. Could take it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's worth taking? Because I don't. Got a minute and a half to decide. I don't think it's worth taking. Backall is taking it. I mean, we've got a 15-minute IFEG. We're respecting a 30-minute fair value gap. We're respecting a 1 minute, 1 hour, and a 2 hour, and a 4 hour fair value gap. The only thing that's wrong with it, Beb, is the IFEG and the AMD aren't on the same time frame. But because the IFEG is a higher time frame, it could be took. It could be took. Like, if we take this and it doesn't play out, what would I say? You know what I mean? It's just these two things not aligning that throws me off. Everything else is fine. But I mean, the target makes sense. AMD still could play out. Yeah, you could. You could, to be fair. Every other time frame is bearish. Alright, fuck it. I think we're going to take this trade. Unless we shoot down like right now. I think I've got to disconnect this camera. How do I turn this off? Sorry, I'm trying to set my stop loss before I place the trade, but it just won't let me. I'm targeting those news lows. Right, okay, we are in. We are in. Let me just set the camera back up. It's going to be pretty hard to manage this. Let me see if I can set my other camera up, the one that fucking burned. Or whatever, overheated. But we are in this now. Okay, we're back. We're back. And we're in this trade. Let me just set the camera up a bit better. We are in this. So who's in this then? Who's in this then? Who's in this trade? Show of hands if you're in this trade. It is on the 15, remember, the 15-minute IFVG, so it could take a while to play out, but I think it should just come straight down to here. I don't see a reason why not. Let's get the magnet out. Oh, it's been a while since we got the magnet out. But this is how it works, right? So you kind of have to go near price, near it, right? You go near it, and then slowly pull it down. So you go near it like this, and then you go like this. Sometimes it takes a while to activate, but you pull it down here. So now we just wait. And then what will happen is it will flip and then go to that magnet. And that's then when we celebrate and pull it down further and keep on going. That is the method. So we have the 4 hour respecting a bearish fair value gap. We have the 2 hour, the 1 hour, the 30-minute, all respecting bearish fair value gaps. And taking liquidity on the 15. We've got a 5-minute AMD. We've got a 15-minute fair value gap being respected, and then liquidity swept. So both bearish, then inversing a bullish fair value gap, which is also bearish. So we should go down pretty nicely. We're just going to wait for the magnet to activate. Once the magnet activates, we'll basically just win the trade there and then. But like up the stream if you're in this trade, guys. Like up the stream if you're in this trade. You're not doing the sound effects? Shit, yeah, I forgot about the sound effects. So this is what you got to do, right? If you're alone, if you're in your office, if you're alone, if you're in work in the office and there's a group of people around you, you've got your headphones in, you've just took a trade. If you need it to win, all you need to do is this, right? So you get the magnet out, and to activate it, you got to go near like this, right? So, zhoof, zhoof, and then make it a little bit bigger. Zhoof, zhoof, now it's working. So now it's connected, now it's locked in place. All we need is to just wait for it to activate. So if you're in your office and work, if you're alone in your office, if you're at home, you make that noise and then your trade will work. And you're about to see that. We're gonna make a TikTok and it's gonna supercut to the outcome of the trade. All right. Mr. Magnet is not going to save you today. Well, let's see if he saves you when we get a big BBC on the screen. Let's see if he saves you from the big BBC. I hope he doesn't. You probably hope he doesn't as well. Make a YouTube short on this strategy. I will, don't worry. So it's going to supercut to that, right? Pause. It's going to supercut. So you're going to see a TikTok after this stream finishes of me talking about the magnet. But look at it coming into effect and coming into Josie probably. It's not going to save him this time. But coming into effect, you can see it. Pulling down already. Just need to wait now. As it comes down, if we just bring the magnet down with us, it kind of like, don't know, keeps it locked and that. But we got 5 minutes left on this. Should go down. If this hits TP, I'll be 0.5% from passing my phase 1. Big pressure. Pressure? What pressure? This is the banker. The one that cannot fail. Well, we've got a big announcements after this trade. I think we can get rid of this now, can't we? Because I think the speeches are finished. Pressure is getting worse. You might feel like it's messing around a lot here, but you have to remember it is on the 15 minute, you know. So you've got to have a bit more patience with this. Like, it could take 10 candles to go to TP. But I'm hoping for a quick one. It makes sense, you know. I think, what are these? These are news lows as well. These are the lows from news. So it makes sense to come and take this out anyway. Then we have the IFEG. Then we have the higher time frames respecting a bearish value gap. And we have the magnet, the most important confluence available. What does the 5 look like? 5 looks quite nice. I'm not fucking using the hammer. I can't be arsed with that, sorry. Here we are, the magnet is coming into effect. So now what you do, right, is you just drag it down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this is taking its sweet time. I think we're probably going to set and forget this trade now. Okay, we're going to set and forget this trade. Probably. Which means we're going to leave it here. Okay. We're going to set and forget this. Let it do its thing. Okay. And we are going to leave it here. If you want to track this trade, if you want to manage this trade alongside me, alongside the Discord, make sure you join the Discord, you know. But also, what I do have to say before everyone dips, you know, about the big announcements. Give me 1 second. Where are we? Right. But what I would have to say about the big announcements, right, before we all leave, is I honestly don't think there's enough hype here. So what I'm going to say, right now, I'm going to make an announcement on Discord, right? This is something I've never taught before, right? I don't even think it's in the course. I've never ever taught this before. This is like the deepest dive I've ever gone into myself and my strategy as a whole. I've never shared this before with anyone, ever. But I don't think there's enough hype here. So